Hello and welcome back to Hestia's Muse, podcast for astrological devotionals. My name is Liliana Blackstar, and I am here to bring you a spiritual devotional of self-discovery and personal growth that is in some way inspired by astrology. Join me to tune into astrological transits and the Wheel of the Year for inspiration in your greatest task in life, to know yourself. Hello again, friends, and thanks for tuning in for another episode of our astrology tarot devotionals. This week we are looking at the Three of Pentacles, which is a tarot card that is associated with the second Decan of Capricorn. So the decans are subdivisions of signs. Each sign is divided into three parts: a beginning, a middle, and an end. And the second decan is considered to be the middle 10 degrees of Capricorn. So from 10 degrees through the end of the 19th degree. Each sign is ruled by a planet, and then each decan is also ruled by a planet, and it's called the sub-ruler. So you can think of the sub-ruler as like a shift manager. So the entire sign of Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, but these middle 10 degrees of Capricorn are sub-ruled by the planet Mars. So you can think of this segment of Capricorn to be very Martian in nature. And when you're looking at any planet that is in the middle of Capricorn, you're going to want to remember that it has kind of a Mars influence over that energy. The tarot card associated with the second decan of Capricorn is the Three of Pentacles. So you could also interpret the Three of Pentacles as having a strong Mars influence, or to represent Mars in Capricorn. So Mars doesn't have to just only be in Capricorn for this card to be relevant, but it can help to think of Mars as influencing this card and the meaning of this card with your interpretations. So let's take a look at the Three of Pentacles. In a traditional Rider-Waite-Smith type of imagery for this card, we usually see three people having a conversation, and one of these people looks to be a worker or a laborer of some kind. The other two people are holding paperwork. So it gives the image a sense that these people are hiring a skilled laborer or a contractor. They are discussing plans. Usually there's a feel of like an architect hiring a builder to build his design, or someone is hiring someone to help them build their house, or something like that. So in this imagery, we have a representation of the early stages of a job, the early stages of something that is going to build something that has a strong foundation, right? And it's going to take collaborative efforts and planning and skill to bring about this plan. So we have an artist or a craftsman working alongside others, symbolizing the synergy of teamwork and skill development. And a person is being recognized for their individual abilities. We don't want just anyone to build this house or this structure for us. We want this very skilled person. So this card suggests that through collaboration and focused work, a strong foundation is being laid for the future. And it encourages individuals to take pride in their contributions to a shared goal, and emphasizing the value of expertise and skill and the importance of honing your craft. So this serves as a reminder that the journey towards mastery and success often involves collaboration, and it's You need to recognize the individuals who have specific skills, learn from people who have specific skills, and everyone has a job in this situation. We don't want the architect to necessarily build the house. The architect is good at the design and creating the mathematical design for the structure, but then we need a skilled carpenter to carve out the pieces of wood and measure everything, and we need a skilled roofer to make sure that the roof is waterproof. So we need a lot of different skills sometimes to go into a project, and that's kind of what this card is about. The key words for this card are apprenticeship, building a strong structure, challenge, collaboration, contribution, cooperation, craftsmanship, delegation, expertise, focused work, foundation, mastery, patience, planning, progress, recognition of skill, shared goals, skill development, starting a new project, synergy, and tangible success. If this card comes up in a reading, it's usually indicating that a job or a project is just getting started, but we can start to see that success is bound to happen. Like, it's a tangible feeling of success is on the way, as long as we remember to collaborate with the right people, cooperate with the right people, and find the right people to help us, and to use our own skills and our own knowledge to its best ability. So let's take a look at why is this card a card of Mars and a card of Capricorn. So first of all, in astrology, Mars is considered a powerful and assertive planet. It is associated with energy, action, motivation, and the pursuit of individual desires. Mars is named after the Roman god of war, and it represents courage, vitality, and a strong determination to take action. Mars has a significant influence on how we assert ourselves, how we pursue our goals, and how we express our passions. It is often linked to our physical energy levels and how we approach life's challenges, symbolizing the force that drives us forward. Mars is exalted in the sign of Capricorn, and it brings a sense of determined perseverance and strategic ambition when Mars is in Capricorn. So Capricorn, being an earth sign that is ruled by Saturn, contributes this essence of discipline and patiently working towards a goal. And Mars is the planet of action and desire, and it really benefits from having that discipline and patience applied by the archetype of Capricorn. So that's why, part of why Mars is exalted in Capricorn, because Mars is really good at bringing the motivation and the action and the desire, but sometimes Mars can be too quick or too, like, not here for the long haul, you know. But in Capricorn, Mars is really ready to bring a more disciplined and patient quality, and maybe get more purposeful and methodical in the work. So people with Mars in Capricorn are often known for having a strong work ethic, a long-term vision, and the ability to really persist long-term through challenges. So the combination of Mars with Capricorn encourages a focus on practical outcomes, because Mars wants an outcome and Capricorn is concerned with what's practical, right? So focusing on practical outcomes, and it urges people to expend their energy on practical matters You're not going to waste time and energy when you're combining the energy of Mars and Capricorn. And Mars can also bring more energy and ambition to the goals of work. So Mars typically signifies a driving force. And in Capricorn, it becomes a driving force that is patient and enduring. And it inspires people to climb this metaphorical mountain of success with more resilience and a well thought out strategy. So the astrological combination of Mars and Capricorn emphasizes the importance of combining passion with practicality. And it creates a potent blend of ambition with strategic action in the pursuit of lasting achievements. Mars really enjoys being in the sign of Capricorn because Mars loves a challenge, and Capricorn is about challenging yourself to do better or be the best at something. The challenge of skilled labor and showing off the mastery of your skills are exactly aligned with what the planet of war and competition really does best, right? So war in the sense of astrologically, when we're talking about war and combat and battle with Mars, it's not always literal war and fighting and injuring each other, right? It is any time that we are being challenged and pushing ourselves, right? And when we push ourselves in a challenge and we do well and we succeed and we feel proud of that, that's very Mars energy, right? And Capricorn is also very ambitious and very prideful. Like Capricorn energy, when it does something well, it likes to receive recognition for that job well done. So Mars and Capricorn really get along together as archetypes. So when we combine Mars and Capricorn, we can be inspired and motivated to take on big projects, improve our skills, test our abilities, and have a sense of pride in our work. So when we put this all together with the Three of Pentacles, we can start to understand why this is a Mars and Capricorn card, or a card of Mars in Capricorn. So in the tarot with the minor arcana, we know that the pentacles are representative of earth energy, and these cards deal with our physical lives on earth. So the pentacles are about health, work, money, and the management of resources. The cardinal signs are represented by the minor arcana cards 2, 3, and 4. So it's the early energy of the suit of pentacles. And the cardinal signs represent the early energy of a season. So Capricorn is the beginning of winter. It's the initiatory beginning of a journey through the season of winter. And in the tarot, we see the initiatory beginning with the 2, the 3, and the 4 of a suit. So we have the 2, 3, and 4 of pentacles are the cardinal energy of earth. The cardinal signs are all ambitious in their own way. But Capricorn is known for the kind of ambition that we most associate with work, financial success, and matters of money or career. So in the Three of Pentacles, we can see this ambition and the beginning of a project. So we have the traditional imagery of this card showing some affluent looking people who are consulting with a laborer or a contractor. This card is meant to depict the planning stages of a large project and perhaps hiring a skilled laborer for renovations on a structure. When you draw this card, you might be the person who is hiring someone else, or you might be the person who is being hired, or you might be just metaphorically in the state of planning something that's going to take skill and labor and focus to get done. So if you've ever been involved in the process of building a house, you know that a lot of planning and preparation goes in, and then you need to find skilled laborers who can bring the vision of the architect to life. So Mars is the planet of drive, passion, and motivation, and it energizes and activates the energy of whatever sign it is in. So when Mars meets up with Capricorn energy, we not only have the ambition, but now we have the passion and motivation as well. However, Mars can sometimes be a planet that we associate with short bursts of energy, and this project needs some long-term focus. So thankfully, with Capricorn in the mix, we can inspire Mars to keep working toward a long-term goal, because the reward and the bragging rights will totally be worth it. So Mars the warrior knows that some battles might take longer to win, but with the right strategy and enough spirit, those long battles can be extremely worthwhile. So this is a project that's going to take a lot of energy and work and focus, but the reward in the end will be big, and there will be probably some kind of bragging rights of like, look at the skill and talent that it took to get this done, because we want to be recognized for the work that we've done, right? So while Mars has the energy and drive to get the job done, Capricorn energy is practical enough to know that one person alone does not have all of the mastery and skill to get the job done right. So this card represents the times when we call in skilled professionals to do the things that they are best at doing, making sure that the job is completed with high standards. Asking for others to do the jobs that they are skilled at does not indicate a failure. It indicates that getting the job done right is more important than taking the credit for doing it all yourself. You have your own special skills and talents, and someone else has skills and talents that are different from yours. You call a plumber to work on the pipes, and an electrician to work on wiring, and a painter to do the painting. And hopefully all of these are trained and skilled people that can help you get your job done, but hopefully they can also understand your vision and help you complete the project the way that you envisioned it. So in this sense, we can see the strategic side of Mars warrior energy. In battle, you have warriors who are trained and skilled at different types of combat, and you send each soldier out to do what they're best at doing. You don't want to waste talent or waste energy sending the wrong person to do the job. Or you don't want to get burned out by expecting too much of any one person. So these are Capricorn lessons that Mars helps us figure out, because Capricorn can sometimes bring this energy of like, if I want it done right, I have to do it myself, or wanting that pride of, look, I did this all myself. And those can be noble goals, but part of what Capricorn teaches us is that we can't do everything ourselves, and we need to sometimes ask for help from others so that we don't get burned out, and so that the job actually gets done right, because someone else might be able to do it better than me. Someone else might have skills or talents that I don't have. And asking for those people to do their part in a project means that that project will get done right and with a high standard of quality. And that's, in the end, what Capricorn really wants, is for things not just to be done, but for things to be done really well. So, and additionally, there's like a flow of command happening here in this picture on the Three of Pentacles card. The worker is taking direction from someone else. There has to be an agreed upon flow of command where one person is in charge and has the plans, and they're going to tell others what to do and where to go. And this is very important to the completion of the project, which with as little confusion as possible. There are bosses and there are apprentices, and if this project is to succeed, everyone needs to know their place, and they know the chain of command and who to listen to for their directions. And this speaks to the energy of Capricorn that is about authority, because we need to know who's the boss when we show up to help work on this project. The boss needs to know that they're the boss, and to be able to step into that position of leadership and authority. And if they're questioning themselves, then that's just going to confuse all of the workers that are under that chain of command. So the person in charge needs to have a level of confidence and clarity, task clarity, in order for this to go smoothly. So there's that leadership energy of Capricorn with this card that is implying that someone needs to be in charge. Depending on the situation, if you get this card in a reading, you might not be the one in charge, or you might be, but you need to figure out who's in charge, who's taking command and giving order or direction to this situation, and is it clear to all the other people that are involved who the boss is. And this isn't about controlling people. It's just about, like, we need to have a clear chain of command in order for things to get done properly. So if this card comes up in a reading for you, or if, like right now, during the time of recording this in early January of 2024, Mars is in Capricorn. So we are all kind of collectively feeling this energy and getting some of these Mars in Capricorn lessons. So whenever Mars is in Capricorn, we can all kind of collectively feel the lessons of the Three of Pentacles card. So you might want to study this card just because Mars is in Capricorn right now. You can also feel that this card is relevant when any planet is in the middle 10 degrees of Capricorn. So from 10 degrees through the 19th degree, any planet there is going to be a Three of Pentacles lesson to it. If you have Mars in Capricorn in your birth chart, this could be an important card for you through your whole lifetime, with like lessons for you. And if you have any planets in your birth chart in the middle 10 degrees of Capricorn, then this is also an important card for you. You could have Mars in Capricorn at any degree, or any planet specifically in the middle 10 degrees of Capricorn for this card to be relevant in a birth chart or in a current transit chart. So if you want to spend some time in devotional with this card, I have some questions that you could ask yourself for journaling or meditation, or you could even draw additional tarot cards to use these cards in these questions like a tarot card reading. So I'll read them and I'll give a short pause so you have time to hit the pause button and write these questions down if you want. What are your biggest and most ambitious goals at this time? Do you have a clear plan for working toward those goals? Are you reaching out for help from other skilled individuals to help you on this project? At work or in other places where you collaborate with others, is there a clear chain of command and clarity of who does what jobs? What skills do you need more practice or training in order to develop mastery? And what tasks can you delegate to others to even out the load of labor? have a little affirmation that I feel could go along with this card. And that is, every contribution I make is a building block for success, and I celebrate the synergy of teamwork. I am recognized for my mastery and craftsmanship, and I embrace the continuous journey of skill development. All right, we previously have studied Mars represented in other tarot cards on the podcast. So if you want to study more of this Mars energy and see how Mars's influence is different based on what sign it is in, you can look back at the podcast for the Seven of Wands, which is the card for Mars in Leo. And you can look back at the episode for the Five of Cups, which is the card for Mars in Scorpio. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that this has helped you understand the tarot card a little better. I hope it has helped you understand Mars and Capricorn a little better. And I hope it has helped you understand yourself a little better. So as always, you can find more about me and the things that I offer at www.hestiasmuse.net. And you can also sign up for my Patreon at www.patreon.com/HestiasMuse. Also look for Hestia's Muse on Facebook and on Instagram, where I post astrology updates and tarot content for you to enjoy. And I hope that you have a lovely week and enjoy this upcoming Capricorn new moon. And join me next week for the next tarot card, which will be the Four of Pentacles. All right, see you later. Bye.